Hi everyone, how are you? Alright students, welcome to this video which will work out for you or help you walk through the 2009, so it's a 2009 grade 3 diagnostic test. Alright, and this is math. So it's a 2009 grade 3 diagnostic math test. Alright, so here we go. Work along with me. Also, feel free to comment. The rule is that you comment on the video, you like, you share it with someone, you also subscribe to the channel. Now, because I'll be going through fast, I might overlook something, I might make an error. Feel free to comment if you think there's an error. I will revisit. Alright, so let's go. Number 1, which is the same as 21. So this is a tens and 1, which is the same as 21. If you were to put your table tens 1 and you were to fill them in, you would put the 2. So let's do A and 1. So that's 110 and 2 1s, so that's 12. Let's go to B, 1 2, so that's 2 10s 20 plus 1 21. The answer is B. Moving on to number 2, which is the same as 32. If we come back up to this tens and 1 table and we were to just add 32 to it, it says which is the same as 32. So let's put on our 32 and always try to fill your table from the back, from the ones. So last number to the last column here, so that's 2, and you continue like that. So now with the 3 you put it here. So 3 tens, so because 3 is under the tens column, and we have 2 under the ones column. 3 tens, 2 ones, that is at A, so we know the answer is A for this one. Moving on to number 3, which shows the value of each digit in 149. If you were to come back and borrow this table up top, though you can draw a new table, and let's extend it a little and put the 100. Alright, so now we're using 3 columns and it says 149. Remember we start, so the number we're working it is 149. And let's go down and work it where we are at number 3. Make it look a little tidier, more tidy. Alright, ones, tens, 100. And remember we try to fill from the back, so 9 to the back, that way you won't mix them up. Alright, now 9 is ugly, so let's go again. 9 to the back, because we're working with 149, then 4, and then 1. Okay, now 1 is in the 100, so we're looking for a 100, plus 4 is in the tens, 4 tens is 40, plus 9 is in the ones column, plus 9, so 100 plus 40 plus 9 is at A. The answer is A. Another way you could do it is to just put down your 149 as they have it. So you'd put down 149 and you could quickly just draw your table over it. Ones, tens, hundreds, and you would get it. Alright, moving on to number 4. I hope you're liking it and understanding it so far, which represents $15.25. so $15. I know you all know your money, you know you like to take your monies to school and nobody is going to rob you your change, so you know your money. So $15, A is 1,500. So if you were to put up a table again, and over here you have your decimal point to put in your cents, get it? So you'd have your ones, your tens, your 100. Over here to this side would be your cents. Get it? So let's start from this one. Let's start with A. You'd have your 0, 0 in cents. So you put back your point here All right, and then you'd have your 5 because we're filling from the back as always, then your 2, then your 5, and then your 1. So this is in the thousands, so we know it can't be A. And you do the same thing for B. Let's try C, because B would work out in the same number of slots as A. Let's try C. So you have your 5. Remember, we're filling from the back. All right, so you have your 5, then your 2, put it at the point, and then you have your 5 again here and your 1. So it's $15.25. $10 and $5. 1 is in the tens place, so that's $10. 5 in the ones place, that's $5. So $15.25 is at C. Good job. Moving on to number 5, which is the same as 852, or if some people say 852. So you know that the 8 must be in the hundreds place. So you look at your table to see which one has 8 in the hundreds. The 50 must be in the tens because 5 tens, 50, and the 2 will be 2 ones. So quickly find the one with the 8 in the hundreds place, and we see that is at C. 800. 8 is in the hundreds place. All right. Moving on to number 6. And guys, you have 60 items. What fraction of this paper is not? The key word here is not. Which part no shade? That's what they're asking you. Which part is clear or unshaded? All right. In other words, if it's colored, which part no have no color? All right. So look at it. Now you have to determine how many parts the shape is divided into. You can see that it is in 4 parts. All right. So your fraction. What's the matter with my thing? Let me get the pen tool. Your fraction, hold on, not writing on screen here, I don't know what right. So it's in 4. So the denom is 4, which is the bottom number, which tells you how many parts the whole is divided into. The numerator, which is your top number now, is going to tell you how many parts are shaded or taken out, or is given away, or should be given away, or should be shaded, or should be taken. But this one is or should not be shaded, or should be kept, or anything like that. The top number is going to tell you what to do with the whole shape, right, or what is done to the whole thing. So because we're looking for not shaded, our top number is going to be which part is not shaded, and it is 1 part not shaded, because we're dealing with the not shaded. Remember, the top number will tell you what is to be done to the whole thing, or what is done to it. So because we're looking for not, we know it's 1 part that is not shaded. So we're looking now to find this 1/4 or 1/4 or 1/4, and that is at C. So your answer for number 11 is C. Number 12. Which 2 sets are equivalent? The key word here is equivalent. Equivalent meaning equal in number. All right, might not be the same shape or size or color, but equivalent meaning same. And for this, it's same number, same amount of elements or number of elements. All right, so set 1 has 1, 2, 3. Set 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4. Set 3 has 1, 2, 3. So we're seeing that it's set 1 and set 2 already having the same. These are equivalent, same number of members. So let's see if we see a response that says 1 and 3, and that is at A. So the answer for 12 is A. Alright, by now you should have made a comment, subscribed, and like, and you should have shared the video and called somebody to come on and watch. Alright, so let's go to 13. To which fraction family does 1/7, 2/7? So to which fraction family does 1/7, 2/7, 3/7 belong? Now these are, what's the common denominator here? 7. So they belong to the 7th family, which is at C. They're all 7ths. Let's look at number 14. Good job. Which numbers are placed in the order from the smallest to the largest? So from little to big. Sometime you might hear the word ascending. So this term here, smallest to the largest, is the same as going up from the littlest to the biggest, all right, or from the lowest to the highest. Some might say ascending order. If you see ascending order, it means the same. SCEN. I hope I'm spelling it right, you know, guys. ASCEND. My finger not touching right. ING, ascending. So you might say ascending. It means the same as from the smallest to the largest. So which is the smallest number we're dealing with? We know it's 31, so it's got to be between A and C. So after 31 comes 32, so we know it's going to be C. We don't need to work any further. The answer is C. So it's 31, 32, 31, 32, 33, 34, counting order. Moving on to number 15. What is the missing number? Alright, so as you can see, you have to pick up the pattern. This one is showing you a pattern and you have to pick it up. So from 24 to 26, you see that they've added 2. Alright, 26 to 28, another 2. So they're counting by 2s but missing out 2. So 28 plus 2 now, because they're adding 2. They add 2 to 24 to get 26. 26 plus 2 is 28. So 28 plus 2 now is what is going to give you the number for the line. 8 and 2 is 10. 2 and 1, 3. So right here is 30. And 30 plus 2 is 32. So you know the answer is A. Moving on. There are 4 sets of balloons shown below. Use them to answer items 16 and 17. So set 1 has, let's see how many balloons are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4. One up top there, 4, 5. Set 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should put the number in. This is 8, I think. This one is 5. This set has 6. And this set also has 6. Because we don't know what they're going to ask us. So it might be good to just put the number down. Which set has the most balloon? We didn't even have to count. Because just by looking, it's set 1. Alright, so set 1 is at C. Alright, and as you can see here it says MOE, which is Ministry of Education. SAU is for Students Affairs Unit, Grade 3 Maths 2009. So the 09, so that's the past paper I'm working out with you. Alright, number 17. Which sets have one more balloon? Sorry, I was reading as if it stops at 1 more. So let's go again. Which sets have 1 more balloon than set 2? And because they say sets, you're looking for 2 sets. So look at set 2, because it says which sets have 1 more than set 2. Here is set 2 with 5. So the 2 sets with 1 more would be sets 3 and 4, because they have 6. And 6 is 1 more than 5. Alright, so the answer to that one is sets 2 and 3. 3 and 4, which is at A. The answer to 17 is A. Moving on to number 18. So this one is asking you to add 23, 52, 30. Remember we start with our ones column. Oh no, I'm messing up. If you were to draw a little line down through here, it's too close. The line can't go in, but you know what it is. So you'd have your 10s over here and your 1s over here. So you start with your 1s column. Alright, so 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 0 is still 5. The space is small. So you look, if you see an answer ending in 5, and it's at C. With that, you don't need to work the item any further, because there's nothing else ending in 5 for you to prove which one of them. So the first digit in the 1s column is 5, which means that here it is 5. We don't need to work any further. Alright guys, moving on. Let's go to number 19. 345 minus 204 or 204, depending on how you say it. Alright, so let's go again. Remember, you work from, in maths, we always kind of work from right to left, unlike reading where we go from left to right. So for math, we always go in that direction. For reading, this is the direction. Alright, This is reading. R is reading, M is math. So for math, we go from right to left. For reading, we go from left to right. All right, let's leave this off so you're not getting confused. Just remember, we're going to the left. So again, we always work from our ones column. So if we were to make our table, it would fall like this. Just that I can't put it on, it's going to make it look messy. And you'd put in your ones. So when you get a problem, you do it like this, your tens and your 100. You can, if your problem have enough space, then you can set it out like that to help you work it out properly without missing anything. All right, or you can quickly draw your table on your paper if you want. The paper is there for you to write on, guys, so write on it. All right, and you can add up, but let's work it right where it's at because there's space. 5 plus 4 is 9. Let's look if we have any answer with 9. Oh no, we're taking away. Why am I thinking addition? Sorry, Auntie got it wrong right here. Alright, so we're taking away 4 from 5. The answer is 1. Now all three of them have 1 in the ones column or as their end number, so we can't just go ahead and select. Alright, for some of us who know that when you take away a 200 from a 300, you should have a 100 left back. We know it's gonna be between A and B. So we know we're working with A and B. So let's go. 0 from 4 is 4. We know our second number is 4. Can you see a 41 to the end of any of them? It's at A, so we don't need to work the problem any further. Moving on to number 20. Alright, it says 25,000. So again, you'd have to put up a table, or you can draw your lines through it. You don't have to put up a table. I just normally say if you do that, it kind of help you out for those who might not understand. And again, it depends on the items. All right, so let's say it's asking you to add. Remember, you start, you go this way. My finger is sweaty, not writing on the screen here. Let me erase this. All right, so let's go. Remember, we're going this way. All right, always remember that. So we're starting from this column, which is the ones column. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Look, if you see any answer with 5, they all have 5, so we can quickly select one. Next column, which is the tens column, is 7 plus 0 give you 7. So we know the last two digits should be 75. So we know we're not working with B, it's got to be A or C. So let's continue on to the next column, which is 100. Oh God, that's too close, guys. Gonna mix up some people. So let's put it out here and work it. All right, let's set it out for ourselves. 25 971, and we're looking at 13,604. Let's work where we have more space here. 4 and 1 is 5, and we did say they all end in 5, so we can't select. We move to the next column. Remember, we're going in this direction. 7 plus 0 is 7. So we have 2 ending in 75, and that is A and C. So we can't jump ahead and select. To move to the next column, 9 plus 6 is 15. They both have 575 at the end. See, 575, 575. Still can't jump and select anything. So 6 and 9 is 15. Now you rename your 1 here to 10,000. So 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. Alright, I think we can find it now without completing the workout. So next is 9, which is here, and it's at A. So A is the answer without moving any further. With that, I'm going to pause here, guys. I'm going to break this video and do it in a 2-part. Alright. Oh, this looks like 3 parts. So because it's 60, let's go up to 30. Let's go fast up to 30 and then do it in a 2-part. So 21. This one is multiplication. Again, same direction. You go this way. So 4 0 is 0. 4 3s. And then you don't even have to go. You look if any of them, the responses end in 0, and it's B, so we don't need to complete working out because only B end in 0, and our first digit in the answer is 0, our last digit there. 22. Moving on. I'm going to go a little fast to go up to 30 and make it a 2-part video. Now we're taking away, same direction. Remember, you're going that way. 9 from 2, can you know? So you have to rename this 4 and you're left with 3. Some people say I borrow 1 or you take out 1. Alright, it's a little crowded here, so I'm gonna set it out over to the side here. So we have 3, 6, 4, 2, and we're taking away 2, 3, 1, 9. Now remember renaming. Can you take 9 from 2? No, you can't. So you borrow. People say borrow, but you're really renaming a group of 10 into 1s. And you're gonna have 12. 9 from 12 is 3. So we're looking at C and B because they both have 3 at the end. Moving on, 1 from 3. Now you're not taking it from the 4 anymore because you've changed the 4. You now have 3. 1 from 3 is 2. We have 2 being the second, so we know the answer is C. You don't have to go through and work it all out, wasting out your time in the exam. Once you pick up your answer, you run. Same principle for number 23. But we are multiplying, so the principle, remember, we are going in this direction. So you start from here. 4 3 is 12. So you're going to have a 2. All 3 of them have 2 as the final digit, so we can't select. 4 5 20. So do we have a 202? And it's at A. Moving on to 24. Remember, I'm going a little faster now. We want to go halfway through. Alright, this one is division. But for this one, we're going to go this way because we're dividing, all right? So 4 into 4 is 1. Let's see if which one has 1 as the first digit now. All 3 of them with 1. Second, 4 into 8 goes 2 times. Let's see which one has 2 as the second. A and B. But because it's a 3-digit number, we're looking to have the answer in 3 digits, so it would be B. But let's work it out. 4 into 4 again is 1, so it's 121, and that is at B. Moving on to 25, which represents 4 groups of 3s. So 4 groups of 3s now, 4 groups of 3s. So you're going to have 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyone down here have 4 groups with 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and you put your 3 dots. So it's like saying 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, which is at C. 26. Alright, you're adding some money. So let's go. Who loves money? All of you. To include me. Alright, 5 plus 0, again, we're going in this direction. 5 plus 0 is 5. Look, if you see any with 5 at the end, then it's going to be between B and C because they both have 5 at the end. Next digit, 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3 is 5. A big catch again. All 3 of them have 5 at the end, but we know we're not working with A because the end digit must be 5. So 5 is second for both B and C, so we still have to go a little further. 5 plus 5 is 10. Let's see which one has 0. Both of them, they decide you have to work this one to the end, guys. Alright, 5 plus 5 is 10, so you rename that. Bring it over. Alright, 2 plus 1 is 3 and 1 is 4. So the answer is C. $40.55. Moving on to 27. We're getting there, guys. Now we're going up to 30. Alright, so n plus 7 is 63. Which does n represent? Alright, so we know that. Let's look at all of them. Product has to do with multiplication. Addend has to do with addition. Sum also has to do with addition. Alright, so in addition, what are the elements called, or the parts? In addition, we would have addend. I'm putting A for addend. Plus addend, because I'm not writing out the word, equals sum. Alright, in multiplication, I don't know if I want to go through that with you here because we're dealing with addition. You'd have the multiplier and the multiplicand and the product. Those are the different parts in the multiplication problem. So addend plus addend, which means that n is an addend. Alright, 7 is an addend, 63 is the sum. Therefore, n represents an addend, which is A. Let's look at 28. 3 plus 15 equals what is Quickly, guys, I can't get them wrong. Don't say you don't know. Set it out, work it out. 3 plus 15. You simply just add your 3 to your 15. 5 and 3 is 8. Which one ends in 8? It's at B. Or you simply count up. You have 15 and you add 15, 16, 17, 18. You count it up, you get 18. You don't need to finish working this out because only B has 8 in the end. Moving on to 29, we're pretty close to 30. Remember, I'm doing it in a 2-part video. It's 60 items, so I'm going to use it in 2 parts and come back with the other part for you. But you have to subscribe and like, comment and tell me if you like the video. Write your first name, just your first name now in the comment section and say, I want more math. Alright? 29. What is 320 times 1? Now quickly, we don't need to work this because the principle you should all have is that any number multiplied by 1 is that same number. It's like you're saying the number itself. It's like I say, give me 1 apple times 1 apple. It's just 1 apple you have to give me. So any number multiplied by 1 is that number itself. So the answer is B. But if you say, Miss, nothing Augusta, no, let's set it out. If you say no, 320 times 1, multiplication, 1 0 is 0. Alright? 1 2 is 2. 1 3 is 3. It was correct. Number 30, which is our final item for this video. What is 57 rounded to the nearest tens? So you have 57. Let me clean off some sections here. 57 to the nearest 10. Alright, so this is ones and this is tens. Now remember the rule. Remember the rule, guys. You use 5 as your hallmark. So if you're working with ones, it would be the digit next to 5, up from 5. So once it's 5 or more, you go to the next number. If it's less than 5, you move to the number before 5. Alright, so for this, if we are rounding to the nearest one, it would be 6 because it's 5. So remember, if it's 5 or more than 5, you move up to the next one. If it's less than 5, it remains, or you go down depending on what you're doing. So because 57, the 5 here is 5. Remember, if it's 5 or more, we go up. So the next tens from 57 would be what? So from 5 it would be 6. So the answer is B. What a big circle. Taking up some of C. The answer is B. So from 57 we're moving up to 60. Another way you could do it is say, because the 7 is more than 5, so we're closer to 60 than we are to 50. So 57 gone past 55. Because remember, we're always using 5 as our hallmark, as in determining. If you go to 100 is 5, which is 50. If it's 1,000, you use the same 5, which is 500. So we're always using 5 as a half mark. So 57 is closer because it would pass 55. So again, the 5 comes in. It would pass 55, so it's closer to being 60 than it is to be at 50, because it would have passed the half mark of being 55 gone up to 57. I hope I'm not confusing you. Just remember, you use 5, all right, to determine. So the answer for this one is that 57 is closer to 60 than it is to 50 and 70. So the answer is B. And if you want to, you can just set out your little thing, your number line, and put it on and just start with 50, but it would be too much for you to do that. Just remember the rule. And with that, we have come to the end of part 1 of the 2009 video. And I will only do the rest when you subscribe and like and share the video and make your comment. So here we have come to the end, END, of part 1. I'm going to put PT for part 1 of the 2009 math paper. Now remember, guys, to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the video. And of course, Teacher M, Auntie Marsha, Miss Martin, Mrs. Martin, Teacher, Miss, I don't know what you will choose to call me, we'll come out with the other part for you. Until then, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good time. Alrighty, take care.